Welcome to Kehilat Mussar. I'm delighted to be back here with you. I am Rabbah Chasya Uriel Steinbauer. We survived Tisha B'Av. We are still here. For those of you who fasted, I hope it was an easy one, even though I think part of the reason why we fast is that it's not easy. It is to remind us of how difficult it is for those who are walking around hungry, how they live and how they feel. I hope it was meaningful. I hope you tried to delve in deeper to what you could access from Tisha B'Av, what we are supposed to really embrace and learn. So for me this year, we really practice compassion, rachamim, with ourselves, with others, and our relationship with God. And I struggled with that relationship with God on Tisha B'Av, and so does all the language of Echa, of lamentations that we chant, that we read, and also the kinot, the beautiful liturgical poems that we chant and sing. If you look at the language, even Echa, it's how Hashem, how did you let this happen? Yes, we sin all the time, but there's teshuvah, and there should be. So, as much as we all learn from Tisha B'Av, I hope Hashem also learns in his or her relationship with us. So, one thing I want to share with you coming out of Tisha B'Av is that we are moving to a different Middah to practice. Kehilat Mussar is going to embrace the Middah of Seder, of order. We are moving from compassion, rachamim, to Seder. And what is order? Order is not just about the things, the objects in our life, not the books on the shelf. It is that also. We do want to have order in our house because it helps us feel more centered, to be able to be free to be who we need to be in service of God and others. So I'm really going to focus on the order that's inside. Because if we're not ordered inside, then so many other midot are going to be affected, so many other soul traits. So I'll share with you a very personal story. I was granted permission from my beloved spouse for this story because it involves her. Our beloved 6-year-old loves to care for the feral cats on our kibbutz, and he's full of compassion, of rachamim, and he ran over to one that he saw that looked injured. And the kitten, afraid, scratched him. Baruch Hashem, there was no blood. It was a surface scratch. But my spouse is prone to overreaction. There is an imbalance in Seder, more towards an extreme. And so she reacted very strongly and actually caused quite fear in him and others, thinking that the animal scratched him and the way the animal was behaving neurologically, that there was something wrong with the animal, perhaps it was rabid. That's where the fear goes to when there isn't order inside. So one of the key things that we chant to practice Mussar with order is a lovely chant from Rabbi Simcha Zissel Ziv. He lived from 1824 to 1898. He was the elder of Kelm. So he helped run the Kelm school of Mussar, which was known for just its compassion and actually sweetness. And his chant for us is take time, be exact, unclutter the mind. So in the morning, I sit on my meditation cushion, and I sit there and I say, take time, be exact, unclutter the mind. 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 I do this every morning for 5 minutes. Let that go in, seep into my soul, into my heart. And so my spouse, when she overreacted, didn't take time, wasn't exact, didn't unclutter her reaction to the facts at hand. We had a case where a child was scratched with a surface scratched, a kitten who was behaving all sorts of ways neurologically. And that's the facts that we had. So we ended up rushing to an emergency clinic late at night, only to be told to go home and wash it with soap and he would be fine. But you could imagine the chaos. Some people were like, you have to get a tetanus vaccine. It could get cat scratch disease, even if it isn't rabid. Others were saying you should go and get the rabies vaccine, leading to a little bit of chaos and fear. Not that those things might be true, but we have to look at the facts on the ground and then our reactions and have Seder order to them. So we found out from one of our beloved neighbors that he unfortunately ran over that cat with his bike. That was what caused the kitten to have that neurological reaction that looked like a rabid animal. The kitten wasn't rabid. So, in visiting the family doctor and speaking to the Ministry of Health, of course, my son was healthy and fine and didn't need anything. And based on our family choices, we would have waited and seen how he was. Of course, with a rabid animal, it's a little different if there had been a deeper wound, but the animal wasn't. So I share this very personal story because we decided as a family to process this in our Mussar practice afterwards, of what Middah was unbalanced. Where did it go awry? Why was there so much panic and fear? And so part of it was just imbalance in Seder, of really not taking time to unclutter the mind, the thoughts, the reactions, and to just take a moment. And so we are working as a family on Seder. Our whole Kehilat is in Kehilat Mussar, and I welcome you to join us. Thank you for your time. Do practice that morning chant every morning. And in the evening, look at your Heshbon HaNefesh, your accounting of the soul journal, of how you are in Seder, how you are in order with yourself, in your own life, inside, with the objects in your home, with those that you are closest to and in relationship with. How is the order in that relationship? And your relationship with God. And where is there room for growth? Try to see it as a continuum, and you want to be balanced in the middle with Seder, with order. Thinking of disorder on one side and way too extreme order on the other, which just is not healthy or very human or flexible. If you have any questions, any comments, please do so in the comment section. Feel free to PM me or email me. I look forward to hearing from you and practicing Mussar together. On behalf of Kehilat Mussar, I'm Rabbah Chasya Uriel Steinbauer. Have a great day.